All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow, having technical difficulties to start the night. Sorry about that, everybody. Hope you are doing well. It is that time for the Thursday Night Live Silver and Coin Auction with me, Raven of RavenHawk Coins. Good to see everybody in the nest, starting off with Silver Chupacabra, Steve LaPointe, Dan McCumber, Daryl USA, Johnny T, Invisible River Ranch, Create Craft, Brother Bill Driscoll, Wolf Tracks, Eric A, Richard Watts, Steve LaPointe, Mr. L.A. Point. Yeah. Richard Cornell, there are Goldback still available, brother. Jack Covert, welcome to the nest as a Copper Falcon. We always love that. J-Dog with a $5 super chat says, you better call somebody. Brother, is the volume too loud? How about that? Here's the thing. Eric's going to say it's loud, and then somebody else is going to say it's not loud enough. Cal Capone, welcome to the show. Breeze for me, Don Juan, Cool Things. Gene Anderson, how you doing? All right. Is the audio better now? Take two of each if possible, says Richard Cornell. All right, Richard, we'll get your name on there. Breeze for me wants 2 Florida Goldbacks. Let's see here. So we'll get that taken care of. I'll put Breeze for me. 721. 2 Floridas. So that's 14. And then Richard Cornell wanted 2 of everything. And that ends up being 35. Because I can copy this. I know that Create Craft's been keeping up for everything on me. I appreciate that, my friend. All right, so Gorda, we got 4 of those are gone now, so that's 18. Leaves 7 available. And then 2 more of the New Hampshires are now gone, so that leaves 3 of those. And then 15 of the halves left. Okay, so we're up to date with everybody that's asked so far. Thank you, everybody. 1 more Florida, if possible, says Breeze for me. Okay, we'll get you. Create Craft, you rock, my friend. Thank you for all the hard work you do, brother. All right, so there's 3, so that turns into 21. And that takes us down to 6 Florida Goldbacks left. Only 3 New Hampshires and 15 of the halves. Hope you guys can hear me. And everybody's doing good. You see something here. All right, getting back into this, everybody. I always could use your help out, Create Craft. I appreciate you, my friend. Breeze, you're welcome. Breeze, the halves are $3.50, and they are basically a half of a Goldback. Those are from Florida as well. So 2 of them is $7. One of them's $3.50. The thing that's cool is that it doesn't change the price no matter how high you go up in the denominations. What's up, Gilbert Rogers? 7 stacks. How you doing? Brenda Shank, Michael Hargis. Good to see you. Good to see you. Gene Anderson is here. Ron Pierce in the nest. All right. Johnny T. We will get this party started. Did something happen to Fleabag? Fleabag, we will keep you in our prayers. Waiting to start chemo on the 23rd. Everybody give a nice hug to Fleabag. And the other Daryl USA, 2 half Goldbacks. We will get you in there, Daryl. Thank you, brother. And I will turn on the other bot as well. CreateCraft, can you put Daryl USA down for 2 halves for me, my friend, while I get this other bot going? I appreciate you, brother. We're going to have some fun tonight. We got some really cool stuff to give away for the early bird giveaway. Got a couple announcements. For those of you that might have not seen the preview video for tonight's show, I will be doing the previews for future auctions over on Rockin' with Raven, but we're going to change the name to something like Auctions with Ravens Previews or Auction Previews with Ravens, something to that effect. And so all the auction previews going forward will be over on a standalone channel. What's up, Buy Up Gold and Silver? How you doing, my friend? What's up, Chris Helms? Greg Chapman, Big Flip Coins. How you doing, my friend? Chew is here, Fish and Hank. So that'll allow the channel, the main channel, to focus on educational videos and also help with the algorithm and everything. And Breeze for Me wants 2 halves. Thank you, brother. All right, so Breeze for Me wants 2 halves. So I can add that while CreateCraft adds the stuff for Daryl USA. And we will update those. Thank you, CreateCraft, for updating that as well. So 2 for Daryl and then 2 for Breeze for Me. If you got that math taken care of, I'd appreciate it for Daryl. I added the 2 halves to Breeze for Me, but not Daryl USA on the sheet just yet. Ricky the Scotty, Chapo 52. So Rockin' with Raven will end up being the dedicated channel for auction reviews, guys. All right, so let's show you what we're going to do. So the starting end-of-stream item for tonight is this gorgeous. And of course, now my camera doesn't want to focus the way it should. This 1904, and I'm not sure why my ZV camera isn't doing what it's supposed to. I'm going to have to talk to Seeker about that at some point, I guess. Let's see if we can get it to... There we go. 1904 BU uncirculated Morgan silver dollar. That's the first item in the Industry Extreme giveaway. And we also have, for the Industry Extreme, I gotta find... not that one. Trying to find one more item to add to the Industry. What's up, Joe Must Be? All right, so here's the options for tonight's early bird giveaway. We have a 1970 proof set. Very nice cameo going on that Kennedy. We have an 87 mint set. We have a 69 mint set. We have a gorgeous 64 Canadian $half or a gorgeous Canadian nickel. Those are the giveaway items for the early bird. What's up, Mud Swat? Brown Sugar 0069, doing fine. What's up, buddy? My sister's from another mister. Let's turn on Nightbot. get the giveaway started. It's been a little while, so I'm a little behind on doing this stuff. Wausau Game Cam, how you doing? Welcome to the show. So some cool announcements. We're going to have a really cool Goldback giveaway coming up in the near future. What's up, Gary S? SW, good to see you. Matt Janke, how you doing? Silver Shockers here. Eric Rohde. James Warner, what up, brother? Buy Up Gold and Silver is here. Metallic Silver Skull. Savvy Stacker. Copper Al Coins, got to see him at the show. Justin Cummings is here. I bought a lot of stuff at the show. Have to do a really a good video on that when we get a chance. And we'll go from there. So good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, Davis Wall, 33 months as a Silver Hawk. He says, hey, y'all. Good to see you, Davis. How you doing, brother? Breeze for me. Good to see her. Gene Anderson's here. James Warner in the nest. Christopher Sherman's here. How many of each Goldbacks are sold? Need to figure out how many are left. Dude, I don't know. Create Craft. Let's see here. Halves, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them have sold of the halves. So that means 9 are available. I think the other ones were, 2 New Hampshire, 2 Florida, 2, okay, so now it's 18, I think. Hold on, let me redo the count here. Okay, half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Nope, 16. So we're good on that. 2 New Hampshire, 2 Florida. So there should only be 1 New Hampshire left, I think. Let's go 1, 2, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There's only 1 New Hampshire left. Guys, Steve Hendricks, welcome to the nest as a Copper Falcon. Sorry why we take a little bit to catch up, everybody. We appreciate you. We'll get your names in while we're doing the giveaway. And we're almost caught up. I just have to count the rest of what's left in Florida. So Florida, I got 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, looks like we're good. Looks like we are caught up. So there's 6 Florida, 1 New Hampshire, and 9 half Florida Goldbacks. If somebody is wanting to get any of those, just let us know, and we will take care of it. Miss Coin Crew, good to see you, my friend. Hey, Miss Coin Crew, do me a favor. If you see anything in here that you don't want to be in here, can you take care of that for me? I didn't get a chance to before the show. And I think you'll know what I mean. All right. All right, everybody. So let's pick a winner. Having multiple products is definitely a bit more challenging, but it's nice to have a multiple, though. Create Craft, brother. You are awesome. Love you to death, man. You helped me out so much. And I honestly cannot thank you enough, man. All right, let's see who's going to be the winner of the early bird in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Scorpio! Ladies and gentlemen, Scorpio, you are the lucky winner, my friend. Let me know what you'd like to have. If you'd like the 70 proof set, the 64 half dollar, the nickel, or the 69 or 87 set. Let me know, and we will take care of that for you. Good to see Namaste, Forget Me Not. Wolf Tracks is here. Rockzilla, the games are on. Let me take care of that. Thank you, my friend. Let me get that taken care of. Where are the mini games? All right. He said the 70 proof set. Smart man. Good choice. So let me get Scorpio's name on there, and then we will update the Industream giveaway by putting all the new stuff in the box. Let me find our box that we're putting everybody's winnings in. All right. So now we can close that out. I'm kind of lagging here, guys. I'm a little rusty. All right, so all this other stuff is going to go in the box along with that beautiful Morgan silver dollar that you saw. So we're going to get that put in here. Right there. Miss Coin Crew, you're going ghost hunting? Cool. With Miss Ida. It was nice to see you and Keith and Miss Ida and Seeker and Rob and Sherlani. A really, really cool coin show that we got to all attend in Tulsa. I have a really cool video coming out in the near future about all the stuff that I bought out there. I mean, I had a really great time. And guys, I'm officially now sponsored by Goldback. So we're going to have some really cool stuff happening in the very near future. Guys, what does this button do? 10 months in the nest already. And yes, I got to see Sam Wilson as well. Miss Coin Crew got RavenHawk hugs. How many more Florida Alpha Goldbacks are left? So let me see here. I've got 6 of the single and 9 of the halves. So the halves and the singles are all alphas. To answer that question, Azita Silver, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wausau Gaming, what do you hunt a ghost with? Recount Raven, says Ricky the Scotty. Hold on, let me double check. Florida 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Looks like we have 7 available. Did I do that right? Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. We have. Am I messing up my count here? 1, 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1920. I count 20 Florida singles. If we oversell, I have extras. Those were just what I put up for the show. Okay, so Scorpio wants the rest of the single. Alan Hall. 4 Florida ones and 4 Florida halves is what Alan Hall has. I can't believe I'm messing up simple math here. Okay. Roy Boy has 1. Shadrach, that makes 5. B. Roos makes 6. Brian Jensen makes 8. Cool Things makes 10. Alan Hall makes 14. Richard Cornell makes 16. Breeze for Me makes 19. Ricky Descani makes 2021. Okay, so we had 4 that were left on the singles. So 4. All right. And that Scorpio wanted the remainder of the singles, so that would be 4. So let me put Scorpio. And that is 28. So here we are sold out on singles. Sorry, guys. You know what? This is taking so long that I'm going to add something else to the end of stream to make it more extreme. How about a 1942 Canadian silver quarter going in the mixed? Daryl USA, you're a member, so you don't have to do shipping, dude. You're okay. Vote for Pedro. What's going on, brother? All right. Hopefully we got this all in check, and I feel bad for it taking so long. You know what? I'm going to add another Canadian silver quarter from 1964. We haven't even got started, my friends. 210 stacks. How you doing? Let's see here. Mustang Dave. Got to see him at the show as well. All right, so if anybody wants any Goldbacks, all right. If anybody wants any of the Goldbacks, all we have is 1 New Hampshire and 9 half Goldbacks, which are alphas. And then that is it. But like I was explaining to you guys earlier, sorry about this slow start. What's up, Nathan Oliver? How you doing? David Rubin. You see 16 halves? Okay, I'm confused as heck. All right, let's get the auction started. We'll worry about it towards the end, and no stress at all. First item up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the 2023 PCGS MS70 Peace Dollar in MS70, slabbed and certified, ladies and gentlemen. Very cool. All right, so Daryl USA is asking for another half. Okay. So that'll make 8 available. Cool. All right. Let me get the description on this one. You know what? I had reserves on some of this stuff. And some of it I'm going to change my mind. PCGS Price Guide has this thing at 130 bucks. We're going to see what happens tonight. Started off at $1 and see what goes down. J-Dog coming in strong with $50. What's up, David Rubin? Thank you, brother. You as well. Vote for Pedro coming alive because he can't drive. 55. I'll take 4 half Goldbacks. All right, Scorpio says he'll take 4 of the half Goldbacks, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you got your fudge in the shop from Uranus. That's funny. All right, guys. Vote for Pedro at 55. If he gets this for that, that's holy smokes. J-Dog at 58. Native Warrior coming in at 69 with the bomb. Dropping the bomb on us. J-Dog coming in at 70. Vote for Pedro trying to get in there. J-Dog just a little bit quicker on the draw. Vote for Pedro at 72 like he's Mr. LeFew. Are you going to get any higher denominations on the Goldbacks? Rockzilla, yes, I will get some more higher ones in the future. Native Warrior coming in at 75. Vote for Pedro trying to get in there. Native Warrior in the lead at 75. Looking for at least 76 in the mix. Going once. Native Warrior in the lead at 75. Vote for Pedro coming back at 77. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 77. Create Craft, did you see my email I sent you a minute ago? Going once. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 77. Looking for 78. J-Dog coming back on the attack. At 78 with the Snope. Looking for 79 to make it fine. Going one time. Mudswat says, vote for Pedro wants it. Native Warrior coming in at 80 with the George. Vote for Pedro was in there, but Native Warrior with the higher bid. J-Dog is out, ladies and gentlemen. Native Warrior in the lead, going once. Native Warrior in the lead at 80, looking for 81. Do we hear 81? Going twice. Native Warrior in the lead at 80, looking for 81 to get her done. Do we hear 81? Vote for Pedro is out. Last call for Mr. Al Key Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Native Warrior in the lead at 80 bucks. Looking for 81. Do we hear 81? All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Native Warrior for 80. Wow, what a steal at 80 bucks. Holy cow, guys. Native Warrior with the win. That's a heck of a deal there. That's unbelievable. All right. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the 2023 S Peace Dollar Proof 70 Deep Cameo. I don't know if I can take that kind of hit like the last one. Doug Wagner coming in at 38 months as a Silver Hawk. 38 months, 2 years, 2 months. Says that's amazing. All right. Nathan Oliver, not Nate the Voyeur. That's funny. All right, you know what? Look, since there's too much confusion about this, where did it go that he got banned? Let me find him. Well, I can't find it. Somebody else has to do it. So whoever took care of it has to take care of it. All right. So this next one, they had the price guide at $115. Yeah, that's fine. And I do have a reserve on this one at $80, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Yeah, Eric A got it at $80. Guys, J-Dog coming in with the George at 80, ladies and gentlemen. J-Dog in the lead at 80. J-Dog in the lead at 80, looking for 81 to get her done. Going once. J-Dog in the lead at 80, looking for 81. J-Dog about to slam it home. Guys, vote for Pedro at 81. Eric A, we're on lot number 2. And we're at 82. The first one sold for 80. Vote for Pedro at 83. J-Dog at 86. In the mix. Going once. J-Dog in the lead at 86. Yeah, Eric A, the last one was sold for $80 to Native Warrior. The first item on the auction. Oh, you know what? It didn't get added to the list. Thank you, brother. All right. We're back to it. J-Dog at 86. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Yeah, it was a mistake, guys. No worries, all fixed. Mistakes happen. All right, all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to J-Dog for 86. Holy smokes. Back-to-back killer deals. All right, guys. Oops. Hey, Create Craft, are you going to be able to do the sheet? Or do you want me to do it? There's no worries either way. Hey, DeMarvelous Diggin', how you doing, my friend? And you know what? Because we had the confusion, I'm going to add something else to the end stream to make it more extreme, my friends. How about we do a 1968 uncirculated set? Create Craft, you always do awesome, brother. I appreciate your help. Sometimes I get a little quick on the draw there. All right, next item up, my friends. Uh-oh, Mosquito got Miss Coin Crew's foot. That's no good. We have the Reverse Proof 2023, ladies and gentlemen. The Reverse Proof 70 PCGS slabbed and certified there. Very, very cool. First modern day piece dollar slabbage. Nice. What's up, Silver Chupacabra in the nest? All right. This one here, the price guide said it was $150. I got a reserve on it at $100. But I'm going to change that to $90. Reserve on this one's at $90. I think that's an insanely fair deal. Whoever gets their hands on it will do really, really well. I should open an online coin store, says Jack Covert. Cool things coming in at 90. Sean Martin was in there. Especialo 1 getting in there at 95. Cool things at a hundo. Looking for 105 to stay alive. Scorpio at 105, ladies and gentlemen. Scorpio at 105. Looking for 110. Do we hear 110? Joe must be. That is Stacker. Stacker's a big boy now. Vote for Pedro at 110, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Cool things getting in there, but J-Dog at 115. Scorpio trying to get in. Davis Wall says, nice coin. Cool things at 120, ladies and gentlemen. We got a battle going on for this one. Back to back. Snopages. J-Dog coming in with the George at 125. I bought all these and paid grading fees, so everyone is getting a deal compared to what he originally paid. That's for sure. Cool things at 130, ladies and gentlemen. Cool things in the lead at 130, looking for 135, going once. Cool things in the lead at 130, looking for 135. Do we hear 135? Going twice. Scorpio's out. J-Dog is out. You want me to ban Johnny T? That's funny. Last call from Mr. Al. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Cool things in the lead at 130. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad piece is going to be sold to Cool Things for 130. Congratulations to Cool Things. He said he needed it. Nice. Johnny T, you know what the cool thing is about you having a blue wrench is you're actually safe. The only one that could ban you would be me. What's up, Roy boy? How you doing, brother? All right, guys. We got 100 likes on the night. Nice. So let's do this. Let's add... How about a really old Canadian half? We have one from 19... oh, something. Of course, my eyes... There they are. 1902 Canadian half dollar, ladies and gentlemen. 1902. You don't see that every day. And these ones are sterling, the 1902. All right. Lot number 4 coming up. Mustang Day says, I can't ban Johnny T. I've tried multiple times. A blue wrench sounds like a circulation problem, says Nathan Oliver. All right. 1956 Proof 68 Cameo Washington Silver Quarter and an older NGC holder, ladies and gentlemen. That thing is bad to the bone. All right, let me get the description. This one is a Cameo at a 68, so it does have a reserve at 65, ladies and gentlemen. That coin is absolutely a beast. Did you get the 2025 ASE 250th anniversary? I got lucky and got one of 100,000 mintage. Wow. No, Native Warrior, I did not. Guys, a Specialo coming out at 66 in the mix. Dropping some coin knowledge out there. So this coin here, this quarter, according to Gray Sheet, was about 75 to 80 bucks. So at 65, it's a pretty darn good deal. 66 is even still a good deal. But going once, since Especialo is the first and only bidder. Going twice. Oh, saw Inkman at the Tulsa show as well. Very, very cool. Okay. Yeah, I made a big mistake excuse me, earlier. John Camper's good to go. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Especialo. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Especialo for 66, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Especialo 1. All right. All right, so we got that all taken care of. And we're on to lot number 5. Man, I'm getting blown up this evening. All right, next one up, ladies and gentlemen. People had asked for this. We have 43 War, Nickel, Philly, MS66, NGC slabbed and certified. Tiny, tiny rotation to that die, but that is a beautiful coin for sure. All right, let's get the description here. And we're going to start the bid. Oops. We'll start the bid off at $1, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, In Marsh? How you doing, my friend? All right, guys. Buck and go. Shipping is $5, Native Warrior. For anything you get on the night, it gets in just one package. You got to combo that War Nickel with a Peace Dollar, says Vote for Pedro. Davis Wall coming in at 10. Vote for Pedro at 15. Mustang Dave trying to get in there. Vote for Pedro just a little bit quicker on the draw, y'all. Going once. Holy cow. These are like becoming super deals. I'm gonna have to take away the buck and go. Guys, Steve LaPointe coming in at 18 like Mr. Bean. Vote for Pedro in at 20, looking for 21 to get her done. Vote for Pedro in the lead. Eric A trying to get in there. Nathan Oliver as well, but we're looking for at least 21. Going once. Steve LaPointe in the joint with the George. At 24, going once. Cool Things at 25. Nice nickel, though, says Inkman78. Vote for Pedro, trying to get in there, but just a little quicker on the draw was Cool Things. Going once at 25. Looking for 26 in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. Going twice. Vote for Pedro at 26, my friends. Yes, this is a family show. Please respect one another. Going once. No politics, no religion. You know, we try to respect everybody as best as we can. Now, we're adults, too, so you can make jokes here and there, but just try to make sure we're not offending people if we can help it. All right, guys. Invisible River Ranch coming in at 30. Vote for Pedro at 31, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro in the lead. Going once. Looking for 32. Invisible River Ranch with 33, like he's Johnny T. Going once. Davis Wall, you're all good, brother. Vote for Pedro at 34. Going once. Vote for Pedro at 34. Pull my finger, says Eric A. Going twice. Vote for Pedro in the lead. Invisible River Ranch coming in at 35. Looking for 36. Going once. Guys, Invisible River Ranch in the lead, battling out with Pedro. Going once at 36. Pedro in the lead. Going twice, my friends. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Invisible River Ranch coming in at 37. Looking for 38. Vote for Pedro at 38, my friends. We got a back and forth battle. Coin Silver keeping his eyes wide open. Going once. Going twice. Pedro in the lead. What's up, Hambone, a.k.a. Crambone? Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, 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 ho. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 38. I wanna choop, baby, choop, doop-be-doop, doop-be-doop-be-doop-be-doop. This bad coin is sold to vote for Pedro for oh my goodness, for 38. I just had a bunch of stuff fall. Oh, this is gonna take me a second, guys. I had stuff stacked up on the box. Okay, 16, 17. All right. Let me fix this real quick. Remember, we get to lot number, after lot number 9, we're going to do a giveaway. So that's coming up in just a sec. Technical difficulties here at the nest. All right. What's up, Silverman 92? Greg Chapman, we can do the underwater auction here in just a second. Let me put vote for Pedro. You know, I haven't been doing a lot of the sound effect kind of stuff that I used to do because I figured people were kind of getting tired of the same thing. So I'll try to keep it in mind, and you know, we'll try to work it in here and there. All right, next item up, ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 beautiful Canadian quarters. Guys, Native Warrior, welcome to the nest as a Silver Hawk. Now you get free shipping, brother. I never get tired of Raven sound effects. Thank you, brother. We have a 66, 65, and these are in just beautiful condition. 61 and 64. 4 quarters. Let me get the description going on. We'll do a Suzuki at some time too. I do have a reserve on the group at 35. I think that's really fair for what they are and what the condition they are in. But you know what? I'm changing that to a buck and go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, guys. Nathan Oliver coming in at 35 to stay alive. Looking for 36 in the mix. It's Nathan Oliver in the lead at 35, ladies and gentlemen. Gary S. in the nest trying to get in there. Gary in at 36, trying to get his Suzuki in the mix. Gary S. at 36, looking for 37 bucks for good luck. Going twice, my friends. I don't think Raven should do the sound effects. It irritates his throat. Nathan Oliver at 37, coming back on the attack. Gary S. says, I got 38. Gary S. in the lead, going once at 38, looking for 39 to make it fine. Do we hear 39? Going twice. Good to see Davis Wall in here. I know the Suzuki's sound like it was about to break down, huh? Nathan Oliver coming back at 40. Going once. Gary S. is out. Going twice, my friends. Gary S. in the lead. It's once, it's twice, it's 3 times for the Nesties. Nathan Oliver in the lead at 40 bucks. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad set is going to be sold to Nathan Oliver for 40. Vote for Pedro. Thanks for being here, brother. It's good to see you. Looking forward to the next show that we get to do together, my friend. Always good to see you. All right, so Nathan Oliver. And remember, if you become a silver level Silver Hawk for RavenHawk coins, we will literally get you your free shipping. I know, I want the tissue video was funny. We all had a good laugh with that. Keith crying over his silver. Okay, now this one, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely epic. Check this out. I picked this up at the Tulsa show and quite frankly was just so amazed at the detail and how this is a high relief 2-ounce put out by Korea. Now you can crack these out and they actually stack on each other. But I like them. They have their really cool 3D look to them and stuff. When you look them up, they're all over the board. They go for quite a bit. I tried to beat what I saw out there, the prices, and the best I could come up with for you guys is a reserve at $115. They sell as high as $135, $140. So pretty darn cool. It's called the Furious Beast Series. Guys, Shinbone coming in at $115. Savvy Stacker, they do. They do have a lion one. The person just didn't have it in stock at the time. Guys, Eric A coming back on the attack at 120. Eric A in the lead at 120. Looking for 125. Angie Crowell, good to see you, my friend. Shinbone coming back at 125 and staying alive. Shinbone in the lead. I know, I did complain. Going once. Shinbone in the lead at 125. Looking for 130, ladies and gentlemen. Going twice. Savvy Stacker's a Leo. Cool. Shinbone in the lead. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho. Shinbone in the lead at 125, my friends. Looking for 130. All in. Fair warning. Guys, Metallic Silver Skull coming in with the George. And the Snope. Going once, my friends. Unbelievable. Expert timing. Shinbone at 135. Snargled says Silver Chupacabra. Going once to Shinbone at 135. Now we're at 140. Going twice, my friends. Shinbone in the lead at 135. It's once, it's twice, it's 3 times. Metallic Silver Skull coming back again with another George. Metallic Silver Skull in the lead at 140. Shinbone is out, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Going twice. Shinbone put up a strong fight, but Metallic Silver Skull kicking butt and taking names. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad bar is going to be sold to Metallic Silver Skull for 140. I saw J-Dog's comment saying, I catch myself saying Snopage at work. That's funny. Guys, Resin Dragon Studio, good to see you, my friend. Metallic Silver. Matter of fact, Resin was really sweet when I was on the road to Tulsa. Her and Bear, hashtag Free Bear 2025. Bear sent a nice message saying that they hope I was safe on the road. And that was really sweet of them to take time out of their day and say that. Okay, this next thing is a 4-coin set, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is pretty darn cool. This is a 4-coin set. This is something that I picked up at Tulsa. I picked up 2 of these sets. The other one's going to be in a video. But this ends up being the 1 ounce, half ounce, quarter ounce, and 1/10 ounce. So there's 1.85 ounces of silver in it. And they are a really cool reverse proof. Walking Liberty Silver Eagle design. With Truman. Now, of course, that's not a real Truman signature, but it is a cool facsimile. But these are all 70 Silver Eagle Fiji style. And I don't know why I had a reserve on there like that. They go for about 160. I'm going to say the starting bid on these will be $100. And we'll see what happens. I had a higher reserve, but we're going to go at $100. And Shinbone coming in at $100, ladies and gentlemen. Shinbone in the lead. Matter of fact, yeah, these go for about 160 retail. The Shinbone, the only one in the lead, going once. Looking for 105. If Shinbone gets this for 100, he got the super deal of the night. Guys, Davis Wall, y'all, coming in at 105. Looking for 110. Davis Wall in the lead. Shinbone at 110. No hesitation, ladies and gentlemen. Shinbone in the lead at 110. Looking for 115. Going once. Shinbone in the lead at 110. Looking for 115. Going twice. Shinbone in the lead. Eric A says it's on. 115 to Davis Wall, y'all. Davis Wall coming in at 115. Shinbone at 120. It's the underwater auction here at RavenHawk. Eric A trying to get in at 120, but Shinbone a little bit quicker, looking for 125 to stay alive. Going once. Shinbone in the lead, looking for 125. Eric A was trying to get in there. Going twice. Davis Wall, y'all, coming in at 125. Looking for 130. Resin did... Oh, yeah, Resin Drag. You know what? Here. I got a second one. I can show real quick. Boom. That's the 3D Bear. That thing is absolutely an epic. Oh, yeah. See, they had it at 125 on there. That's what they sold it for. Shinbone at 130, ladies and gentlemen. We got a battle back and forth. Going once to Shinbone at 130, looking for 135. Going twice. Oh, it's the signature of Clifton Thurman Daniels, says. Oh. So is it a... So maybe I totally messed up and it's a real... Grandson of President Truman, yep. Good catch, Bombay. I didn't even see that. All right, last call. Yeah, and those stack resin. They stack. All right. Shinbone in the lead at 130. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad set is going to be sold to Shinbone 5,000 for 130, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Heck of a deal, brother. You still got a really good deal on that. CM Silver, welcome back to the show, brother. All right, so this is Shinbone. Woo, 120 likes on the night. Not too shabby, guys. All right, lot number 9, and then we're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to find something cool to give away. This is a lot of dimes. We have 4 of them. The oldest one is from 1902, if I remember correctly. It says it on the description. That's 1928. 1919. You don't see a lot of old Canadian dimes that often. 1920. 1903. I think this 03 one has been cleaned at some point, but the rest of them don't look so bad. And I don't have a reserve on them. They're just cool old silver dimes. Figured nice to have a little something at a entry level. We're start off at $1, guys. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. What's up, Yoxnav? How you doing, my friend? All right, guys. Nathan Oliver at 15. Silver Chupacabra at 20, ladies and gentlemen. LaPointe at 22. Cabra at 24. DeMarvelous Digging at 30, my friends. We got back-to-back Georges going on. And Wilson Tyron just subscribed. Welcome to the nest, Wilson. All right, guys. Del Marvelous at 34. Chuck Miles, Canadian dollars and dimes look weird to me. Nathan Oliver at 35. DeMarvelous at 36. Choop at 37, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back war. Yes, these are the 92.5% silver, says Peter Bowes. Raven, did you get me down for 4 of the Florida half Goldbacks? I believe so, brother. Let me double check. Oh, no, I did not. Let me put you there. 4 1/2 Goldbacks. Thank you, brother. So that's 14 more bucks. Equals. All right. And cool. Thank you, Create Craft, brother. You're kicking butt, bro. Seriously, thank you very much. All right, guys. Let's see here. Where were we? Silver's Choop at 37. DeMarvelous at 38. Nathan Oliver at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Oliver, Silver Chupacabra coming back with the snow. Scorpio, you rock, brother. Thank you. Going once to Chupacabra at 42. Going twice. Last call. Silver Chupacabra in the lead. All in. Fair warning. Richard Watts coming in at 44. Dropping the George of his own. Holy cow. Going once. Richard Watts in the lead at 44. Looking for 45. Going twice. What a snopage. Last call. Silver Chupacabra says, I'm not backing down. Going once at 45. Looking for 46. Going twice. Silver Chup in the lead. Last call from Mr. Al. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Silver Chupacabra at 45 and staying alive. Richard Watts says 46 with the snow. Watts in the lead at 46. Looking for 47, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Richard Watts in the lead at 46. Going twice. Back and forth battle, ladies and gentlemen. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Silver Chupacabra said bye to the dimes. Richard Watts in the lead at 46. Right? Was it 46? Yep, 46. All in. Fair warning. This bad dimage is going to be sold to Richard Watts for 46, ladies and gentlemen. Very cool. All right, Richard Watts. Time to do a giveaway. We're going to give away a 1969 mint set in its original packaging. And we're going to add a Canadian silver quarter and a Canadian nickel from 1965. So those three items are going to go together. Turn on our Nightbot. Turn on the Nightbot. Let it shine where... Oh, wait. Let it win wherever you go. Good luck, everybody. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. RavenHawk coins. Stay tuned. Cassie Hall, how you doing, my friend? Del Marvelous digging. Love your neighbor no matter how ugly they are. That's funny. All right. Good to see everybody. Let's see who the winner is in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Davis Wall, y'all. Davis Wall just won the set, the quarter, and the nickel. Getting a little pride of two nations. Congratulations, brother. All right. What's up, Silver Surfer? How you doing, man? All right, let's close that. All right. What's up, Brother Rat? All right, we're on to lot number 10, guys. This next one is literally a lot of Canadian dimes. Just all sorts of dates. Some of them are really nice uncirculated. Some are a little older and darker. Like that's a 42 that's a little dark and tony. But there are ones that are proof-like and gorgeous, like this one here. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 various dimes from different places, or different dates, I mean. I don't have a reserve on it, and it looks like we already got a bid, guys. Del Marvelous digging, starting us off at $30. Del Marvelous in the lead. We got 125 likes. You know what that means? We're going to add a really nice old school quarter to the mix from 1919, ladies and gentlemen. Del Marvelous at $30. But this 1919 quarter is going in there, guys. CM Silver Dropping the bomb on us at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Del Marvelous digging, coming back on the attack at 45. Nathan and Eric trying to get in there, but Del Marvelous in the lead. Going once. Del Marvelous digging in the lead at 45. CM Silver at 50, ladies and gentlemen. CM in the lead. Del Marvelous can't drive. 55. Going once. Del Marvelous in the lead at 55. Looking for 56. What's up, Mighty Horse? Going twice. CM Silver coming back with a George of his own at 60, ladies and gentlemen. Del Marvelous coming back at 65. Back-to-back Georges. Holy cow. Going once. Del Marvelous in the lead at 65. Going twice. Del Marvelous and CM battling it out. CM at 70, ladies and gentlemen. CM at 70 going once to Del Marvelous at 75. Del Marvelous in the lead at 75. Looking for 76. Going twice, ladies and gentlemen. Del Marvelous in the lead. It's a battle. Eric A shows the gloves are off. Last call for Mr. Ow. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Del Marvelous at $75 and holding strong. Looking for 76. All in. Fair warning. Warning. These bad dimes are going to be sold. To Del Marvelous digging for 75. CM says congrats. What a battle, guys. Holy cow. Thank you, CM. Thank you, Del Marvelous. Thank you, Nathan Oliver. Appreciate you. All right, so this was Del Marvelous digging. All right, guys. Congratulations. Del Marvelous. Going on to lot number 11. We only have 20 lots tonight. After lot number 19, I think it is, we'll do the close to Industream Extreme giveaway. Now, I haven't had one of these on the show in a long time. When last time Atmex had these, they were selling them for $205. I've seen them raw on eBay going for way more than what I have them up for grabs tonight. This is the 2023 Cook Island Arthusa MS70 Antiqued. Gorgeous, gorgeous coin. I think actually Eric A was the last person that won one of these. I do have a reserve at 160 on it. They go for quite a bit more, but 160 is a fair deal. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Fancy says in Marsh. That's for sure. You know, and this might be one of those coins that only speaks to a few people. If it does, it'll go back into the box and take into the shows. So there's never... Oh, Silver Chupacabra got one too. Nice, brother. Yes, it is silver, Del Marvelous digging. It is silver. It's antiqued. They're pretty thick. I don't know the weight on them. I know it's at least an ounce. They're super high relief. I mean, you can see it's like 3D-ish. Very gorgeous. But I don't know what the silver content is exactly. Guys, Davis Wall coming in, y'all, at 160 with the George. Going once to Davis Wall. Going twice. You know how it is. If we only have one bidder, we don't slow roll it. We push it through. Last call. Jimbo England coming in at 165. Del Marvelous trying to get in there. Jimbo a little bit quicker on the draw. Del Marvelous. Don't forget, when you get anything from us at the shows, for every $100, you also get a silver dime added to your package. Del Marvelous coming in at 170, ladies and gentlemen, looking for 175. Jimbo England at 175, looking for 180. I keep forgetting to announce that, guys, that you guys do get free silver dimes for every 100. I know it's not a super amount, but hey, at least it's a little silver back in your pocket. Del Marvelous at 180, ladies and gentlemen, with the George of his own. Going once. Del Marvelous digging in the lead at 180, looking for 185. Going twice. Yep. I got to remind you guys that I do that stuff. You know, we try to make sure we give a little back wherever we can. Last call from Mr. Al Key. Oh, oh. Eric A goes, I wondered why I was getting all these dimes. Guys, Jimbo in the lead at 185, looking for 190. Grr, I thought I was getting that for cheap, 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 says Davis Wall. Del Marvelous at 190, looking for 195. Going once. Del Marvelous digging in the lead at 190, looking for 195. Going twice. Dimes for the masses, says Lynn Marsh. Heck yeah. Last call from Mr. Al Key. Oh. Del Marvelous in the lead at 190. Looking for 195. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Del Marvelous digging at 190. Jimbo says, okay, Del Marvelous, I'll stop then. Hey, dimes have the most silver in them on average when you go to weigh them, because people hang on to them. Want your hammer too, says Del Marvelous. Well, Del Marvelous digging, this hammer, I was actually offered, I think it was like about $2,000 for it. And I said no. It's 6.5 ounces. It's been with the stream for a long time. It would have to take one insane offer for me to say, okay, fine. But it's like it's one of a kind. I was the first one to have a silver mallet, you know. Shinbone 5000, always good to see you, brother. It is a sweet piece. But yeah, I was offered that much, and I was like, nah, sorry. Okay, 1956. Mud Swat. Yeah, if somebody said that, I would be like, yeah. But come on now. We know that ain't going to happen. Sealed 1956. A gold hammer would be cool. That would be insanely cool. But 6.5 ounces of gold. That'd be like a $20,000 mallet. All right. On this sealed proof set from 56, I do have a reserve. Love the Benjis, says Emil. $1 million. Guys, Scorpio coming in and alive at 65 with the George. Scorpio in the lead at 65, going once. Jack Covert at 69 and doing fine. Davis Wall says, nothing wrong with a 20K mallet. Going once. Jack Covert in the lead. Scorpio answering back. At 70, looking for 71. Going once. Going twice. Scorpio in the lead at 70. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Covert at 72, like Mr. Few. I need a cheat sheet for Hangman, says Harley Babe. Scorpio in the lead. Covert back in the attack at 75. Going once. Jack Covert in the lead at 75, looking for 76. Going twice. Or you could double Davis' number, and then it would be a Warhammer. There you go. Last call for Mr. Al. Ricky the Scotty coming in at 78, going once. Jack Covert at 79 and doing fine. Looking for 80. Going once. Covert in the lead at 79. 80 to Ricky the Scotty, ladies and gentlemen. The battle is real. Scorpio is out. Covert at 82, like Mr. LeFew. Going once. Holy Peppa, says Brother Doug, going twice. Matter of fact, we got to have Peppa say hi. And the next giveaway, I'll see if I can find her. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. It's been a while since we've seen Peppa. Covert in the lead at 82, like Mr. LeFew. What you gonna do? All in. Fair warning. This bad set is sold to Jack Covert for 82. Mortal Kombat. Oh, speaking of combat, man, poor Peppa. Stackard is rough. Peppa looks like she's been in a bunch of fights lately. Now, she heals really quick, but, you know, poor Stacker, man. I mean, poor Peppa. Stacker just gets all over her. 131 likes on the night. Absolutely amazing. You guys rock. Next item up, we have the 1955 Proof 67 Franklin half. That is a very nice coin. And I do have a reserve on it at 70. That is below retail. What's up, Budget Coin Hunter? Puppy teeth are sharp, that's for sure. Good to see you, my friend. But for one with a Proof 67, that's pretty good grade on that. How did it not get a 68? I'm asking you the same, Ty McFadden. That thing is gorgeous, man. You know, that's the thing where, you know, grading is so subjective because when you look at this coin, Franklin's have a really rough time getting graded. But that has, like, there's no little mars or scratches or dings or nicks. I mean, just super clean. But, you know, it happens. All right. Going once. What's up, Visterion? Going twice. What's up, Ron Pierce, guys? Silver Chupacabra. Coming in at 70, going once. Going twice. Last call. Silver Choop, Mr. Choop, baby, Choop, Choop-a-doo. All in, fair warning, sold. To Silver Chupacabra for 70. They caught a FedEx Memphis employee stealing 4-ounce gold bars, $13K worth. Wow. Wow. Congrats, Silver Chupacabra. Nice coin, brother. I got to meet PTF Stacking at the show up in Tulsa. Hang out with him and his wife. That was really cool. Got to see Robin Sherlani and them. You know, can't go wrong when you get to hang out and have a good time. Got to hang out with the guys from Goldback and met really awesome guy, one of the higher ups. His name's Nathan. Had a really great conversation with him, and if you guys didn't hear earlier, Wolf Tracks, thank you, says nice interview with Goldbacks. I am now officially part of the Goldback team. We're going to be doing some cool giveaways on the channel here in the near future. PTF is a good dude. He really is. Ron Pierce, good to see you, man. Okay, so this one is a 44 Philly MS66. But Goldback, we're going to be doing some cool product reviews with them and also doing some really cool giveaways. We'll have some swag and Goldbacks to be given away. I'm going to crack it, lick both sides, and polish it up for a Proof 70 Silver Chupacabra. Oh, that's funny. We're going to start the bid on the War Nickel at $1, guys. Good luck, everybody. Yep, there will be some Goldback swag. Angie Crowell loves the Goldbacks. Jonathan Eason, how you doing, brother? Coming in at 25 and staying alive. Visterion in at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Visterion in the lead. Eason at 32 with a pew 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 like Mr. LeFew. Looking for 35 from Visterion, ladies and gentlemen. Visterion coming in at 35. Looking for 36 in the mix. Eason at 36, ladies and gentlemen. Get some of those. Get some nose grease from Rob. Guaranteed proof 70. Visterion at 37, ladies and gentlemen. Visterion in the lead at 37. Looking for 38. Going once. I love War Nichols says Mud Swat. Going twice. Visterion in the lead at 37. Looking for 38. Do we hear 38? Last call from Mr. Owl. Jonathan Eason coming in. 38. Visterion 39. Now we're looking for 40 going once. Visterion going twice. All about the nose grease, says Mustang Dave. Got to see B3 there, Boston Baked Beans. Got to hang out with the man himself, Mustang Dave. It was a great show. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Hung out with Mike from Mid-America Coins and his family. And, I mean, it was just a really good show and a good time. All right, everybody, all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad nickel is going to be sold to Visterion for 39. Uh-oh. Robin Charlani brought back the Tulsa flu. That's no good. I got lucky. I did not get sick there. Wolf Tracks can't wait to pick up their coins from Keith. Nice. Resin Dragon, I'm really happy I didn't get sick either because we were all hugging and stuff. Everybody was hugging each other. All right. Next item up, we have a autographed 1 of 1,000 Thomas Cleveland. That's a live autograph with one of those gold Sharpies. They did 1,000. It's a 2019 MS70 Silver Eagle First Strike. Flus really suck. What's up, Lone Star Fox? Good to see you, man. Okay, the price on these is all over the board, and I didn't know where to put it. RavenHawk, that's because you were near the bathroom. It protected you. I was up by the food. Thank you, Create Craft says, sucks being sick. Glad you're still good. I'm lucky because I'm really susceptible. I have a compromised immune system. All right, guys. 2019. Starting off at $1, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, Lone Star Fox coming in at 40 with the George. Del Marvelous Digging coming in at 50, ladies and gentlemen. Del Marvelous in the lead at 50. Looking for at least 51 to get her done. Going once. Del Marvelous in the lead at 52. Silver Surfer staying alive at 55. Steve LaPointe trying to get in there, but Silver Surfer in the lead. Del Marvelous at 60 with the snow. Somehow being sick in the summer is worse than in the winter. That's for sure. The heat really is a butt kicker, guys. Eric A trying to get in there, but Del Marvelous in the lead at 60, looking for at least 61. Going once. Del Marvelous in the lead at 60, looking for 61. Going twice. Oh, Ida had a bunch of candy. Eric A stepping in at 61, ladies and gentlemen. Del Marvelous answering right back with a snope of his own at 65 and staying alive. Going once, my friends. Del Marvelous digging in the lead at 65, looking for 66. Eric A at 66 in the mix. Going once. Eric A in the lead, ladies and gentlemen, at 66, looking for 67. 69 and doing fine is Del Marvelous digging with a George of his own. George! Going once. Mighty Horse says, fight, fight, fight. Going twice. Eric A says he's got 70, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Oliver says we're battling. Going once, my friends, at 70, looking for 71 to get her done. Going twice. Eric A in the lead at 70. It's once, it's twice, it's 3 times for the Nesties. Del Marvelous says Eric got it. Del Marvelous. Eric is at 70. Del Marvelous. It'd have to be at least 71. Eric A at 70. Del Marvelous tried to get in there. Last call. All in. Fair. Warning. Warning. This bad Silver Eagle is sold to Eric A for 70, ladies and gentlemen. Very cool. All right. Very cool. Yes, Eric A, you were good. You were the winner at 70, brother. All right, lot number 16. We're going to do another giveaway after lot number 19. Cool Thing sent a RavenHawk Coins membership to MR. MR getting some love. Here we go. 1987 Philly MS66 5 full steps, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually pretty cool to get the full step designation on one of these. But I was shocked when I looked them up. They were not as expensive as I thought they would be. But they're still cool. We're going to start off at $1 to make you holler. Oh, my foot. We got 136 likes on the night, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I'm just going to throw a quarter into the bucket for chigs and giggles. All right, the 87p starting off at $1. We got nobody bidding on the nickel. Holy cow. All right, well, going once. Welcome back, Joe. Shinbone coming in there at 10. Especialo was trying to get in there, but Shinbone in the lead. Going once to Jack Covert at 15, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Covert in the lead. Steve LaPointe in the joint coming in at 19. Going once. Going twice. 3 times for Larry. Steve LaPointe in the lead. Michael LeFew with the pew, pew, pew coming in at 21, ladies and gentlemen. LeFew in the lead. Fox trying to get in there, but going once. Going twice. Last call. Oops. Michael LeFew. Sold to Michael LeFew for 21, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to add something to the next giveaway and the end of stream that is a cool item that was sent to me by Goldback. Some stuff to give away to you guys. And we'll do that in a couple lots. I'll come back and show you what I got. But we'll add that, one of them to the end of stream and one of them to the next giveaway. And they were courtesy of Goldback. Goldback is a wonderful company, guys. I'm telling you, the people that work there are absolutely amazing. Very family-oriented and very, very cool. All right, next item up, we have the 87D MS66. 6 full steps, my friends. 6 full steps. This one is actually the highest amount of steps you can get. There's only 13 coins graded higher, which means there's like a 67, 68 or something in there. But there's no more full steps past that. So only 13 coins higher than this. Yeah, Cool Things are very, very good company. I'm very honored to be associated with them, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future. You know, it's going to be really cool. The stuff, the coins that they have, or coins, The Goldbacks that they have coming out for Oklahoma are absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. Is it? I always thought there was only 6 steps. You're saying there's a 7-step out there? Huh. They do have wallets. This coin here, we're going to say its starting bid is going to be... let me see here. I know I had a value on this because this coin's worth about 60 bucks. We'll start the bid off at 30. We'll start it at half the retail. I was going to say, in Marsh. What the heck? Yeah, 6 should be the most. All right, guys. Nathan Oliver coming in at 33. 8 steps. Why not just put in an escalator? Dewey Day at 35. Ladies and gentlemen, Metallic Silver Skull at 40. Dewey Day at 42. Like Mr. LeFew, what you gonna do? Dewey Day in the lead at 42. It's Lone Star trying to get in there. Dewey in the lead, going once at 42. Dewey in the lead at 42, looking for $43 to make you holler. Going twice. Lone Star Fox in the mix at 43 with the snow. Going once, my friends. Good to see Dewey Day here. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Lone Star about to get a killer deal on this coin. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Lone Star Fox for 43. So cool things there. So they've showed the one Goldback art already, but the other ones are so cool. There's the Land Run. There's a Native American one. There's one that celebrates the 45th, which is a really key military unit here, the Army unit that was stationed from Oklahoma. A lot of veterans for that. They have a Storm Chaser one. I didn't get to take any pictures. I wish I could have because they're absolutely epic, but you know, what do you do? All right. I think we're on to lot number 18 and then lot number 19. Okay, this is the 2024 version of all of those peace dollars. This is the MS-70 2024. PCGS slabbed and certified. Now, when I looked this up, it blew my mind. The price guide says it was a $200 coin through PCGS. I got a reserve on it at $100. Hey, Stacker. What's up, buddy? Well, that was fast. But the reserve on this one is 100. They go for a bit more. We got Del Marvelous coming in at 125 with the George. Going once. Going twice. Eric A says, I've seen him for more. So you guys are getting killer deals tonight. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Del Marvelous digging in the lead at 125. Looking for 130. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Del Marvelous for 125. Just picked up a 1916 D Walker for 15 bucks. Wow. Been stacking. That's insanely good deal. All right. Del Marvelous digging. Thank you, Del. All right. Next coin is lot number 19. Then we'll do the giveaway. I'll go grab that little piece of Goldback swag that we're going to add and then throw one into the box as well. This next one is the Proof 70 Deep Cameo from 2024. And it doesn't have any issues. It just has like fingerprints on it there. I wiped it off. That is a beautiful, beautiful coin. That is the Proof 70. And this one said, the PCGS price guide said it was worth $350. I've got a reserve on it at $120. I got a good deal on these, and you guys know how I am. When I get a good deal, I pass them on to you. So here we go. Reserve bid on this is $120. Good luck, everybody. Nathan Oliver starting us off at $120 with the George, my friends. Nathan Oliver in the lead at $120, looking for $125 to stay alive. Nathan Oliver in the lead. Del Marvelous digging coming in at $125. Brown Sugar 0069 in the nest. How you doing, my lady? Good to see you. Going once. Del Marvelous digging in the lead at $125. Looking for $130. Going twice. Killer deals going on. Last call. Davis Wall, y'all, coming in at $130. Davis Wall with the George. George! Going once. Davis Wall at $130, looking for $135. Nathan Oliver coming in at $135, looking for $140, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Oliver in the lead at $135, going once. Nathan in the lead at $135, looking for $140, going twice. Nathan in the lead. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Nathan Oliver at $135, looking for $140. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad dollar making us holla is sold to Nathan Oliver for $135, ladies and gentlemen. Smoking deals, guys. Smoking deals. But like I said, I'm over my budget, says Del Marvelous. Doesn't want to sleep in the shed. I got a great deal on these at the Tulsa show, so I passed the deal on to you guys. I'm not a greedy man by far. Okay, so we're going to do a giveaway. Let me go grab the item that we're going to give away from Goldback. And so we're going to give away from RavenHawk Coins a gorgeous 1970. Now, when you buy these kind of sets, the 1970 set is actually more expensive than the 65 all the way through the 69. This is actually the harder set to get. And I know everybody's always talking about that 87 set. So we're giving 2 sets plus a little bit of Goldback swag. I'll be right back. Okay, so one of these is going to go into the end of stream giveaway. You can see right there it says Goldback on it. It's got the little GB. And what this is you pull this side down, and inside here, I don't want to pull it out all the way because they fold it really nice, but what's inside there is a thing to clean your sunglasses, your phone screen. It's a nice little cool trinket, what they used to call a Schlatzky. All right, we're going to give these out here. Turn on Nightbot, but I thought that was really cool of them to send a bunch of those to give away. And you guys are the first ones to get a chance at it. All right, I'll be back in just a minute. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, Peppa and Stacker got some bones, so they're chomping away on goodies. We'll get Peppa in the next show, guys. All right. If anybody's wanting anything, the only thing I have left on Goldbacks is 1 New Hampshire and 4 Florida half alpha Goldbacks. So that is 740. That's $21 to get the last amount that is there if somebody still wants to get something like that. If not, no worries. All right, let's pick the winner chicken dinner in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! David G. Been stacking. You rock as well, brother. All right, guys. David G. You are the winner, my friend. Congratulations to David G. All right, so David G with the win. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we just have one more lot, and then we'll do the Industream Extreme giveaway. Michael, if you want the last, the New Hampshire, and then did you want the 4 halves? All right, cool, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. All right, guys. So, Michael LeFew has bought out the last of the Goldbacks on the night. We are sold out of Goldbacks officially for this evening. That is really cool. Thank you, brother. All right. So we have one last item up for tonight's auction. And that is the reverse proof. Right there, 2024 reverse proof. You know, it had a 2 coins. I don't know why the guy didn't bring the Morgan. He only had the peace dollar. The Morgan would have been cool to put them together, but hey, that thing is absolutely beautiful. Right there. And I do have a reserve on this one at 120. And that thing gorgeous. I love the reverse proofs as well, Michael Hargis. Ron Pierce says that's a banger. All right. That is nice as I will put it. All right, guys. You guys rock. Guys, Del Marvelous Digging coming in at 120 with the George. Michael Wells says it's so shiny. Going once. Going twice. 3 times for Larry. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is going to be sold. To Del Marvelous. Guys, Emil. Emil with the snow. Holy cow at 125. Looking for 130, ladies and gentlemen. Emil going once. Emil in the lead at 125. Going twice. Emil jumped in there at the last second. Del Marvelous digging, coming back at 135. Going once, looking for 140. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, Del Marvelous in the lead at 135. All in. Fair. Warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold. To Del Marvelous digging for 135. Ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. What a night. You guys are absolutely amazing. 146 likes. Just 4 away from adding to the Industream. You know me, though. That doesn't keep me away from adding something just because. Del Marvelous, thank you as well, brother. I appreciate you. You know what? We're going to add a really cool older quarter from 1918, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to add the 1918 quarter just to say thank you. So that's going in there. If we get to 150, we'll add something else. But it is time to say thank you to all the mods. Create Craft for doing an amazing job. J-Dog, Peter Bose, CM Silver, Steve LaPointe, Daryl USA. Invisible River Ranch, Brother Doug Wagner, Silver Chupacabra, Mustang Dave, Joe Must Be, J-Dog, Steve L.A. Point, yeah. Mr. Mud Sawat, Resin Dragon Studios, Johnny T. I know I'm missing somebody somehow. Create Craft, I said something. Invisible River Ranch, Peter Bose, Rose Dragon Coins. All right. So thank you to everybody. You guys are absolute beasts. We got to 150 plus likes. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I'm going to add a piece of slabbage. I don't even know what this quarter's worth. I have no idea. It's sitting on my desk. It's a first release 2019 W. That's going into the Industream for hitting the 150 and saying thank you to everybody. You guys are absolutely epic. Let's show you everything that's in the box. So, there's the W. There's a cool little lens and glasses cleaner. We got a Canadian quarter, another Canadian quarter, Canadian half, really old. These are the sterling silver ones. We have a 68 uncirculated set. We have another Canadian quarter, a 69 set, a Canadian silver half, a nickel, a quarter, the 1987 uncirculated coin set, and a 1904 Morgan BU Tiefel silver dollar. All of this going into one box for one lucky person as our way of saying thank you to everybody that is here during the show. Not everybody gets to participate in the auctions, but everybody gets to participate in the giveaways. So that is pretty cool. Let me turn on Nightbot. I have the same one in PCGS slabbage. I want to get all the W quarters slabbed in PCGS. Gonna be hard to find them, says J-Dog. J-Dog, you'll find them. A lot of people did NGC for those quarters, but they did PCGS too. Del Marvelous Diggins says, love RavenHawk coins. Thank you, brother. Much love back to you. Woohoo! You guys know I love the nest. You guys are absolutely amazing. Ladies and gentlemen are unreal. Good people. Cal Capone says, I'm only missing one W. There you go. Del Marvelous wants the win. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. All right, let the names get in here. We got 140 plus people in the room, so let's give a little time to see, to make sure people have a fair chance. So I'll be back in just a minute. Get your names in. Resin Dragon Studios, make sure to drop your Etsy channel links so people can go check out your stuff. I still need to go over there and look at some stuff myself. Matter of fact, Resin, if you email me that, I'll finally actually remember to go look. But guys, if you get a chance, go over and check out Resin Dragon Studios' Etsy channel. She's got cool stuff. All right, everybody, it is time to pick the winner. In 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Forrest, ladies and gentlemen. Forrest, longtime supporter, has bought a lot of stuff from the channel over the years. I think this is his first into stream win. But Forrest is the winner. All right. Congratulations, brother. Super cool. All right. All right, everybody. A big thank you again to all the mods. And John Camper, sorry about earlier. Good to see everyone. We're going to have some cool stuff coming in the future. A lot of neat things happening with Goldbacks. I'll let you guys know more in the future. And Forrest says he is shell-shocked. Run, Forrest, run! All right, my friends. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another. And we'll see you real soon. RavenHawk Coins, have a great day.